I asked people to recommend me books they didn't like, and now I'm reading them. I did finish the entirety of the second half of Circe today, so that brings book 16 of the Another Man's Trash Reading Challenge to a close. And fortunately, I am here to report that those of you who voted treasure were correct. I am giving this book 4 stars overall, and I'm giving the reading experience 4.25 stars. I really, really liked this. The book itself was well written. It definitely leans more on the side of like poetic prose, but this is mythology, so that's pretty much exactly what I was expecting. It wasn't rambling though. Like, it was lyrical and descriptive, but it never prolonged the point. Does that make sense? And I feel like this story humanized Circe. Haha. In a way that made her story feel really approachable, which is interesting considering the epic scope of her life and all of the figures that she interacted with. It was very intimate. You get to know her really well. Did she make some questionable choices? Yeah, she sure did. But like, I support women's rights, but I also support women's wrongs, you know? By the end of this book, I was rooting for her really hard. So, there's that. Circe's journey isn't a tragedy, but it definitely does have tragic elements. This is written in a way that, like, it will make you feel for her. This book was making me feel feelings. I love mythology, so I had an absolute blast hanging out with all these characters, which is why the reading experience is getting a slightly higher rating, is because I just had so much fucking fun. Circe's journey is not always a happy one, but I had a really good time reading it. So, yeah, all that, and I absolutely devoured this book. Less than 48 hours. Super, super bingeable, totally worth every page. So now I guess we'll see if book 17 is going to continue this trend. I feel like I just jinxed myself by putting that into the universe, but we'll see. We're doing it. It's happening. That is definitely different. I would skip it, but I can't hide from contemporary romance forever, and I feel like I need to just get the first one out of the way. This book is on Kindle Unlimited, so that's a win. Quick wins, you know. Between the wheel and the list, this book was recommended 10 times. I'm a little scared. I'm allergic to contemporary romance. Maybe it'll be fine. But, and try not to let my very loudly expressed opinions sway you in any way, but based on what you know about me and how I read, do you think I'm gonna think that Things We Never Got Over is trash or treasure? Pull is on the screen.